series, session 118. Well, last time we had Nick contact his lawyer, handing over some papers regarding the Godfather, or well, Guardian, that's the preferred term. I talk about potential infiltrator, and of course John's will. Then Amsa essentially went and asked for his backup to arrive, which will take a few days. And then we have Amsa going to meet with Max, his underling, and essentially all of them stop installing routers and come with a different solution, since well, only one guy installing stuff is not that good, especially someone with like Max's talents, considering he's a fucking awakened mage. I mean, an enlightened scientist, of course. Then we have Allied talking to Kelly and Nito about the New World Order lady coming to Gribbenhoi that detained the Nordics. And then we left off with Allied noticing the sky turning purple and energy being built up. Oof. But yeah, first things first. We should resolve something that Bacon was gonna do. He was about to arrive at the scene where the Nordics were almost detained. So, without going too far, we should probably run that. Well, Bacon.
Yes.
You would probably, you would know where they are at the moment. So how they're essentially in some container kind of deal. Like, you know, some one of those with like a proper interior. And well, you don't know that they're owned by the New World Order and supposed to be shipped to like the construction side of like the construct. Is there anything you want to like prepare, or just don't want to walk up and I guess knock?
Just walk up and knock.
Alright, you're being led in by a black suit who leads you to a room which an awful lot looks like an interrogation room. Let's see, where does the interrogation room? That's a bunk. I miss when I had the extension, but sadly it keeps getting crushed by being made dysfunctional. It's just a bit annoying. Well, Allied has already departed. Whoop. So well, feel free to add yourself. As you see a lady in a grey suit just sitting there. And she looks up as you come in and motions to the chair next to her and says, "Hello, Mr. Let's see, Stankichi."
Indeed. And you are?
I'm Alexandra O'Murray. I'm here on behalf of the New World Order to well, inspect the construction with some entourage here. Since we're supposed to have a nice little construct here, I already spoke with your associate, Mr. O'Neill, Are you aware of the incident that has occurred so far?
Yes, I didn't heard much. It's just knowing how Mr. O'Neill sometimes can be a bit harsh. And I decided it's probably, if anything, it's a problem I should deal with. So I came here to investigate and make sure that everything's alright.
Hmm. Appreciate it. Well, that's good to hear. Would like some clarification about the two individuals that we've noticed. Actually, hence you like pictures of the Nordics. We found these two nearby our nearby our shipping, and upon checking, we they weren't properly registered with like the Gribnoi project itself, but also not at the technocracy. And said, they had some a bit unclear status. Sadly, Mr. O'Neill interfered before we could gather too much information.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna be honest here. If you just could clear it up, I think the matter will resolve itself rather quickly. So give me a second. I need to roll something. On her behalf, and you can be rolling perception subterfuge. How much would you have? Probably. Will be contested. So let's add a 6.
Can I spend a willpower?
Yes, you can.
Okay, using it.
Damn.
Oof.
Okay. Understandable. Understandable. Okay. Yeah, no, she does seem, there seems to be like half-truths here. You can't tell exactly what, but she's not telling you everything, and definitely some hidden agenda going on.
Right. Well, I understand that that's the basic things that any word order does, but every thing that is here on Gribnoi is under my investigation. So any of those things that you find around, just contact me before. In this case, those two, they are personal experiment of mine. And if you just find, instead of just randomly apprehending, really get in contact with the rest here. We already had last time there was an actual infiltrator. It was a walking suicide bomber. So just don't do this kind of thing without contacting the people that know what's going on here.
Suicide bombers. That's unique.
As you're probably aware, we are currently at war with several things in space, so it's those frontiers are always dangerous.
I appreciate your concern, but doesn't that rather warrant quick action on our part rather than going through you first? You see, I've been...
No, don't need to go with me, just anyone just inform of before doing anything, or if you plan to just catch people snooping around your place, ask the chief of security, either local one or from Ceres, to know what to expect.
I see. Of course, we'll try to accommodate you as best as possible. We're guests here after all. But it would be nice to have some special line here. Maybe we could send some advisor to this chief of security.
Well, isn't Miss Julia Phillips going to stay around here in the future?
Oh yes, she will be. But I'm afraid she has a whole facility to look after, and while there is a certain manpower pool that she can share with the forces of Gripnoi, she herself will be assigned to managing a construct, so to speak. It's not clear if she's gonna be the final construct manager so far, but it will depend on how well she does. You see, she is due for a promotion.
I see how it is.
But yes,
So, well, you're welcome to bring any competent personnel that wishes to settle on this part and find a useful position on the local administration as helping to do what the New World Order is good at. Feel free to bring. This is a very open place. We try to not restrict anyone.
of course.
Just be aware that's still a frontier of space, so still has to follow the void engineer procedures due to all the space threats we deal with.
She nods and says, that's completely fine with us. That's how things have always been handled. Do you have any wishes for what kind of person you want? I do have a wide array of associates that I can bring to the table, and if necessary, we could also help out with any civilian government. As I understand here, this is going to be not a purely technocracy-run place. The plans of the syndicate, as far as I'm aware at the very least, entail some sort of build-up of a proper colonization effort, the likes of which haven't been seen for a long time.
Indeed, there will be a puppet civilian government to make people, think they have their own voices.
Of course. Well, if you need any help with this place, I'm willing to give you some aid. And you're like, I'm going to file you my resume. Most of it is redacted still, I'm afraid, but at least some basic info should be able to be garnered from it. And out of character, I'm just going to show you like her bio. Very quick.
Alright. Well, as things develop, I will keep that in mind. And about the consulted subordinate that you offered, just send me some resumes of those that you think are competent, and I can see which one would fit best with the current team here on Gripnoi.
Of course, I can do that. Just give me some primers or what you would be exactly looking for, and I can filter beforehand. Just some basic idea, so I know what to work with.
Out of character, what the fuck do we need that the New World Order could do? What they even do? Like, besides being the secret police.
Well, besides being the secret, besides being the secret police, she's mostly, well, they are mostly, rather, they're doing a lot of, like social manipulation. Like, they're doing, for example, they've got one of their groups is responsible for, like, monitoring and manipulating, like, the media. And there's another one that's basically, just building, like, gadgets for, like, the Union, like a Q division, for example. Not sure if that's entirely useful for, like, some sort of advisor, but I guess it could be helpful. And of course, naturally, they also built the leadership of the Union, essentially, like the Ivory Tower.
Yeah, I guess someone perceptive and with good military knowledge, military or police knowledge, to just do the investigations around would be the best.
Of course, I will keep that in mind when selecting candidates. Would you be would you be would you be okay with someone not outright from the military, but rather, well, some intelligence agency?
Perfectly fine. As long as they know the basics.
No, perfect. I will see about what I can do. This has been rather fruitful, and well, maybe something to keep in mind for the future. In terms of, like, personal experiments, I'm sure your convention is a bit more lenient in that regard. But if you have a large civilian population, it might be wise to keep them a bit more hidden. But that's just my personal opinion. No need to.
No, I understand. I thought it was fine. I commented about that with Miss Phillips, but I was trying to do some social integration with them and taking the opportunity on how small Gribnoy is and how most of the people are still at least technocratic adjacent. I let them just try to understand how society works.
I see. I see. Well, I suppose my my colleague that will be hopefully joining you can maybe help you create a better environment for that kind of deal, as I believe such efforts require a bit of cultivating. As and of course, if I can find a suitable candidate, especially within the with intelligence, they might also be able to help these experiments to better blend in, per se, as infiltration is a rather common trait that people are capable of. As you can see, a smile, but a smile does not reach her eyes.
I mean, thank God if you reach her eyes, bro, that would be fucking weird.
Oof.
Well, it's good that everything ended up fine, and we can reach some basic deals.
She nods. Pleasure speaking with you. Well,
Equally, Miss Omori.
sadly I don't have anything for you. As a bit of a makeup, I suppose. But what I can offer you, since you're at war, actually, like, hands you over like a like a pad here. This contains some special contacts of mine. If you're in need of a bit more diverse tools for military procurement, even just use feel free to use some of them. Keep in mind that they will be expiring, but like maybe like 2 or 3 reasonably sized deliveries could be done within a week or two.
Well, that is very nice. It's honestly, I didn't know that it was that hard to just take some recently modern-ish military surplus from random countries. I just went through so much trouble to just get 3 heavy artillery pieces.
3 artillery. Huh. I'm afraid those I can't exactly serve with, but it does seem. I do think one of these at least has has access to artillery munition as a secondary thing. They mostly deal with explosives, so we might be in luck here to get a larger supply. Oh yeah, before I forget, a lot of this is from old Soviet stocks, particularly Bulgaria and even some from Hungary. So it might not be compatible with what you have outright, but I think most of these systems are learnable at the very least.
Yes, it would be compatible. Everything I gathered until now is from Soviet origin.
I see.
Well, I thank you for that.
Of course, no problem. Well then, I'm afraid I have to inspect a bit more. We got most things done, and things seem to be in order, but the site itself needs to be examined still.
I shall also take my leave. Also have some final arrangements for the war. Also, we are going to build some trench networks. So I just send an email or just show the basic picture. So this would be the more protected areas. Just inform your personnel that if the hostilities ever get to them, this would be the best evacuation points. There would be a well-defended crossing here and here. I think it's the closest to your base.
Thank you. That will be useful. Hopefully we'll come to that. And I will. Seeing how well prepared this is, I will be trying to get some of my men in early. If you need any help, maybe have them live in a container for a while. It's a bit uncomfortable, but it could help you out, I think. I'm afraid there will only be plague suits, but that's all we can do at the moment.
That would be much appreciated. If anything, they can do having the stress of living on containers. I could indicate them to the local irrigation facility. Maybe get, if not a full discount, at least half off. From there, I just need to get in contact with Mr. Bowie.
That would be nice. Some of them, I'm sure some of them still need recreation.
Well then, I will take my leave. It was a pleasure.
Pleasure's all mine. Yeah, she gets up as well, and starts putting on some outside clothing, like a coat.
That was properly dealt. I get totally not a spy infiltrating me, that I just have put him to work, and I get extra basic manpower. Easy.
Mm-hmm. It's a bargain. Also,
People always cooperate so much when you give them opportunity to spy on you.
yeah, weird, huh? Yeah, but everything has a price. But yeah, as you leave, you do hear a voice in your head. It's the EDE of this place, the female one.
Like
And
Ribbonite South or one of the Nordic?
not one of the Nordics, the Gribner itself.
Okay.
And she whispers to you, like in a hushed voice. She says, Rock is distracted a bit, but the corrupted one is trying something. He's gathering energy for a ritual. He's trying to make himself like me and Rock.
Right, yeah, I just take a half step, almost fall down. Right. And I just send a message to the other construct managers and chiefs of security. Like, Simil has arrived to my ship.
Yeah, she says, I don't have much time, but I can tell you that it will take him some time, and yeah, but he's too well protected now. You need to wait until he's weak. Rock is preparing himself to strike as well when he's weak. I can't tell exactly
Right.
what's going on, but I think it will be just before his transformation is complete.
Of course it is, because reality is like a fucking cliche fantasy book.
Sorry, I can't do more, but I need to pull back, or I will find you.
That's already enough, thank you.
And just silence after that.
Yeah, just send email, written weird Nordic super corrupted guy making very big ritual to uplift himself to EDE like divinity, like Rorg. Going to take some time. Obviously, he's going to be weak just before it's completed, so we have a very small window of time that we could just go in and kill him, or fail by a few minutes, and it's bad written fantasy story time. Rourke will also be attacking at the same time, so things might go well.
Alright, I suppose you would be like mostly caught up now, so like people would be receiving this message rather soon. By the way, I got my pizza.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Mm-hmm. So yes, I think that's the most important part now. Done. Let's see. Then we have allied meeting with the Bowies scientists that he doesn't know about, that they're Bowies. So I guess we should get started on that. Alright, Allied, are you here?
Hello.
Hello, alright, it's time to meet the scientists.
Give me a minute.
Yeah, I just need to like look for the proper sheets for them, which I can abuse. No, that's not cool enough. Oh, fuck it, I'm just gonna steal it from somewhere else. Oh yeah, this guy looks slightly nondescript. Oh no, I actually used this somewhere. Fuck. Okay, these people look a bit unhinged, but sure, let's use them. All right, you arrive at the lab. It's mostly built up out of containers at this point, but you see like the beginnings of like a building being built nearby. And once you like step inside the containers, well, they're a lot bigger on the inside than they should be.
Oh, some of these places I see.
Mm-hmm. Very prone to market correction, as your syndicate teachers will tell you.
What's what?
Very prone to market correction, as your syndicate teachers will tell you.
Yeah. Well, so we don't have to deal with another market correction then. But Grimnoid, meanwhile, Grimnoid, the economy's crashing.
Well, thankfully, Gripno is somewhat paradox-free. Still.
For now.
For now.
But
yeah, you're greeted by one of the scientists, and it says, welcome.
Hello.
You're Mr. O'Neill, correct?
Correct, I am Mr. O'Neill, and what is your name by chance?
Well, my name is Mr. Smith, and this is my colleague, also Mr. Smith. I'm afraid I'm afraid it's a bit awkward, but that's just life.
Understandable. I'm used to such things of natures like that. He like holds a hand out for him to shake it.
Shake it back.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Smith. And Mr. Smith, was told to come speak with you about more about the faint spikes. And it wasn't it wasn't oh fuck, quintessence in the air, but it's energy, right? Yeah.
Well, let's check my notes. What exactly I wrote down?
I forget exactly what the fuck it was called per se.
Hmm. Oh yeah, right. It was like not outright quintessence, but more like the shadow of,
Shadow
quintessence.
Quintessence, yes. I
Yeah.
was directed this way to speak with you, gentlemen, about the shadow of Quintessence that seems to be on the horizon. A recent changing of the atmospheric coloration sparked my interest while I was on Rimnoid.
Ah, yes. That's a curious phenomena. We've only observed it ourselves after we got your message. But we did notice the energy increase. We're about to inform Mr. Stanek, but I've not had any. I have not had any opportunity to do so just yet. We want to have a proper idea of what's going on, and we haven't even finished the preliminary scans. And out of character, like right about this time, you would receive like the email from Vicious.
What's the email say?
Well, the email says mostly stuff about that the corrupted guy is like trying to make himself well, to get like what was it called, like EDE divinity, essentially.
EDE is trying to make itself a god?
Well, yes.
And
And
maybe this EDE isn't so different to humanity after all.
and it will take some time to do so. That's another important point. Bacon, feel free to highlight anything that you think is noteworthy as well.
EDE is preparing himself for ascension.
Ascension.
That's gonna require a lot of power.
Excuse me, Mr. O'Neill.
No, I didn't say that. I'm sorry, I said that out of character. EDE, Rongo. It's Rongo, right?
What do you mean? What do you mean, Rongo?
Well, that's the EDE that's gonna have to be killed, right? Or is Rongo the one that warned us?
No, this is in Gripnoi.
Yeah. Oh, I thought the Grimnoid. Okay. Wait. I thought they were the same EDE. Sorry.
No,
these EDEs they're not for me.
they all look the same.
Until you give them a human body, then they become my problem. Then they're people.
Oof. Very reasonable. Also, you would know from the Nordic Research Pro that they have like sort of real bodies, especially after meeting like the other Nordics, Gudbrand and Sif.
Yeah. That they're what?
Yeah, they have like real bodies. Unlike
Wow. Greys have real bodies. That doesn't mean that we want to be friends with them. That's why I said human bodies.
Well, Gudbrand and Sif have human bodies.
We'll give them a proper human body afterwards. But yeah, you said the preliminary. They're still doing the preliminary research or whatever.
Well, yes, trying to get like a reading on like how much energy there is, and like what the source is. Like the build-up is very slow, but it's definitely there.
Could that mean then it could be coming from multiple points then? instead of one singular source.
We cannot say for certain.
Is there anything I can do to help them, Dahmer? As I am also a scientist, contrary to popular belief.
Well, how well are you versed in quintessence?
How am I at reversing
sorry,
quintessence?
primal energy. Sorry, my bad.
I mean, considering considering Prime is my 5 and generating capital conflux is my thing of ripping holes in reality.
Well, I don't know that.
Yeah, I feel like I'm pretty good with that. Gentlemen, would it be alright if I were to help you work on this case, as this does impact me as well as someone, and I do have a degree in theoretical physics and energy of such nature.
Alright, sure. What do best do here? How about you grab that workstation over there and and go and get started on maybe spectral analysis of these of this energy and try to figure out what nature it has.
Very well then.
Thank you very much. And well, we will in the meantime try to pinpoint the source.
Me and the Smiths aren't so different after all. We all have theoretical degrees and theories.
Exactly.
What level of Prime is that? That's what, 1, right?
Yeah, it's 1.
Okay. Alright, you ready, Radomir?
Yeah. I'm ready.
Alright, I'm gonna spend a single quint on this bitch. Drop down to 3. Alright, hold on. No. Oh, I need to
That's
spend
funny.
2 now, actually. Some bullshit. Get willpower. Fuck out of here with that gay shit. There we go.
Okay, like it takes you a bit of time. Like you get like a first reading, and then you like realize, yeah, no, something went awry after like a few minutes, like going through the data, and then you realize, oh fuck, you forgot to calibrate the matrix right. It was it wasn't set to like primal energy. It was set to it was still set to like radiation.
Yeah.
And you know, just redo the whole process, and it's like, oh, holy shit, that's a major corruption right there. It's like
Oh,
you know,
no.
like you know, there's like a wave essentially on your screen, like you know, some graph, and it's like, you know, indicates like pulsating and and also like a bit of how would I avoid you to see this? Okay, fuck it, I'm just gonna say it's it's like a it has like a lot of pain in it.
Pain?
Pain. Strong.
That's that's a new one. You don't really see pain put into stuff like this.
Probably like a intelligence cosmology at Nate.
Okie dokie. I have analytical.
Oh, that would apply. And you know, as you like analyze it, you do remember that it is theoretically possible to like harvest energy from like emotional from like emotions to some degree. You don't know there's, for example, like post-life entities that more or less subsist on well, the emotional energy of the living.
Yeah.
You're not exactly sure how this works, but you do know it's a thing.
Huh. So, somewhere there is a torture lab being used to power his ascension. Very. I'm not gonna lie, Dahmer, pretty weird. I dig it, but pretty weird. So he's he's yes, Mr. Smith. I've finished the analyzing on this. It it's it's gonna be like it looks to be more I don't want to say evil because evil's like more darker on the darker side of the energy spectrum, and it looks to be like something I've only seen and dealt with in passing that you can pain related.
That's curious.
Indeed. It's not something that I've dealt with fully. But a rough spitball is something corruptive is using potentially torture to get its ascension. Is doing something evil. He like does it in air quotes for the power juice. Which does fit with the Redonner, would that fit with what we know about the evil Nordic guy running around?
Well, you don't you're not aware of like any like pain from energy extraction. I mean energy from pain extraction, but you are aware that that he does seem to like torture his victims. Like remember the first time when you like encountered him, and then you sent like a team to like the location where he was at the time.
Oh, that's right. He set up a trap.
Yeah, he set up a trap with like undead, and so some of these corpses had like visible signs of like physical torture.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Then it's like pull that up and potentially something to do with the Nordic is doing something with torture, or somebody is with the energy source to row it. Very strange, very lackluster in all honesty for a power source, but I guess it's discreet when you can grow your own people.
Well, it is, and you don't know that Gribnoi is full of almost human creatures. Like all the Homo rogensis, for example.
I was just about to say, have we had any werewolf attacks recently?
No, you did not. Like there were signs of like werewolf attacks, but you only found ever signs of like battle. And at least not recently there were any new ones.
Oh. My God, he's stolen the werewolves to torture them for their power.
Imagine.
Very,
like,
very weird flex out of the gentleman. How has your research come along so far, Mr. Smith?
honestly, less idea than I thought it would be. You see, we are not enlightened scientists ourselves, and so we have to rely a lot of on the devices granted by our superiors. And that has hampered our progress so far. But I can tell you that without breaking any confidentiality, that this place has some interesting primal energy signatures, to say the least, even without this new purple sky phenomena.
Hmm.
Something. There are big entities on the move here, which is interesting, as our superior tells us. As this place is not supposed to have much of EDE activity due to the nature of this place.
Who is their direct boss? Is it Vyacheslav?
No, it's Alexander Smith.
The Smiths report to a Smith.
Yes.
Who does that Smith report to?
You don't know.
Fair enough. You just brought up a confidentiality. What is confidential about the work being done here at the moment?
Well, we're supposed to work for Mr. Stanek, but well, so we do not want to overstep our ability to speak about things
But
without
fair
informing him
enough.
first. So, our apologies here.
No, that's fine. I understand there's a clear chain. They said they report to who? Mr.
Alexander Smith.
I'm sorry. Who? Alexander?
Alexander Smith.
Alexander Smith. Who? Alexander Smith. I've not met him, have I?
Oh, we wouldn't know, but he is not stationed here on...
No, I'm asking out of character,
Oh.
Radomer. I've not met him, have I?
You would have at least read reports about the work that Vyacheslav was doing with him. Like the investigation about the weird entity around hyperspace near Gribnoi and the spirit of Gribnoi are both researches that his expertise was at least quoted on the reports I
Okay.
wrote.
Alright. Okay, thank you. Thank you for refreshing me, Bacon. Alright, yes, alright. Well, very well then. Well, if you gentlemen then do not... if it is listed as confidential, then I will not, impose myself much more unless you, wish for my assistance on anything else.
Oh,
Here,
well.
gentlemen.
That's... I think we got things handled from here. Thank you. Your enlightened expertise has certainly helped us along. And we will be filing our reports shortly. And, well, about the confidentiality, it's just some standard orders we've gotten from Mr. Smith to, well, keep the peace, so to speak.
Understandable.
Mr. Stanek might not have an issue in the first place, but again, our apologies here.
They're doing tests on the atmosphere, the energy buildup, and other strange shit like that. I found them and I'd be like, hey, the sky turned purple. Or it took on a purplish hue.
Mm.
But yeah, alright. And then when he, Sam's just gonna nod and wish these Smiths the best of luck on their careers and send a text off to Vyacheslav about what he's discovered.
Alright. Oh, the clones were basically just researching the strange energy buildup as well. And, Botlegs was sent a report, essentially. But yeah, well, I guess that's that.
Yeah, I feel like Vyacheslav should be made aware of the possibility of there being a weird torture pit.
Yeah. So essentially, like the energy, like is essentially like classed as like pain rated, and it's corrupt as well. And he did find like like when he got like a bunch of undead to like fight, when Allied sent like a bunch of people to like the last known location of the evil Nordic. There were like torture marks on some of these people, or creatures, I guess, I suppose.
Grimnoid just keeps getting weirder and weirder.
Yeah, indeed, that's for fucking certain. But yeah, I guess like report for vicious love from like these guys would also tell there's like a singular source for these for this energy, or a shadow thereof, and that would be yeah, I'm just gonna like drag you out to the map.
They want to feel pain, launch a thermonuclear warhead at them, make them feel real pain.
Oof. But yeah, like roughly around here-ish, which is where the like the spirit of Gribnoy like pointed towards when it came to the Nordics.
Oh, so the weird signature isn't the place that we have this weird guy doing an ascension ritual.
Well, yes.
What a coincidence.
Yeah. How could this be? How could this be?
Can't believe them.
But yeah, also I probably should go and reveal a little bit more of the map, since the chief of security has been busy a bit, like scouting. Like he would be concentrating on this area at the moment, without trying to get too close, like carefully. But yeah, there is actually revealing of the coastline. Nothing special here so far. No, not even like mushroom forests. It was just like lots of plains and like normal forests, I suppose. And this makes this place here like some sort of like inland sea, almost inland sea, except for this
I
like.
can't believe we're gonna have to D-Day over here to get to the threat.
That's very, very true and very real. But yeah, honestly, I should probably like reveal a bit more, since like you haven't properly export this space, but there's like a big fucking mountain here.
Of course, it's a giant. All we need now is another dragon, and we'll be set.
Well, sadly there's no dragon here, just a werewolf god.
Oh no, it's a giant it's a giant mountain range, so like we just need either a dragon or a giant eye, and it'd be like, oh yes, praise be to Sauron.
That would be pretty cool. But I don't think so. Not yet, anyways. But yeah.
Don't worry, I'm sure the New World Order's gonna build their base right over here where you pinged.
Oof. No, they want to be a little
Oh, it's
bit.
perfect.
They want to be a little bit closer to like the people, since those are pretty juicy to them. They're like a bit like vampires.
No, I don't like vampires.
I mean, I really like vampires. They are good batteries.
You know what? That's completely fair.
That's I can't really argue with that. Well played.
Well, I suppose they're not just batteries. They're also like converters. You fill just blood in, and out comes nice quintessence.
Just drink their blood. You'll get all the quintessence you need.
Mm-hmm.
They're a good engine overall.
Firepower person.
Imagine like you build like cars, but instead of like putting like proper proper like gas tanks and stuff in inside of it, you just like stuff a vampire, like just like with like limbs removed, and just crush into like a ball, and then you fill in like blood, and then you run your car on fucking quintessence.
I mean, don't you know why there's a V8 engine? That's 8 vampires inside.
that makes perfect sense.
Oh,
All right.
You can hit the others now.
Yeah. Okay. That's. I just need to make some notes here.
I'll come back for my targets later.
Hmm. All right. And I guess should ask Nick first. Nick, do you have like do you have to go today again, or are you fine?
I'm fine.
Okay, you're fine. In that case, we're gonna try to handle Ems first. That might be a bit game changing. Okay, Ems, I believe you wanted to meet with certain people.
I'm back.
Oh.
Yeah. I actually do want to meet with certain people. Okay. First things first. In terms of the storyline progression, I was essentially in Gribanoy, drinking with Maxwell in the local saloon, wasn't I?
Yes, you were.
After that, Hyde will probably head back to the base. And, as he's heading back to the base, he will think, well, like, how can I solve this issue about the routers and all that? And something kind of switch and be like, let's check my contacts.
I see.
And he looks at the first name that. What was her name again, Riddle?
I mean, it's
Put down as like a WNO agent in Eastern Europe.
John Cena.
well, her name is Alexandra O'Murray. Which, by the way, like I basically just abducted this character for like the scene with the Nordics. Because it was
Amazing.
spontaneous one. But yeah, let's see. Do you have like this thing properly acquired yet? I did need to talk to Dr. Woodward first.
What, for the internet company?
Well, in general, like the contact.
I will speak to Dr. Woodward first when it comes to the colonization, because he's the patron.
Yes, he is. Let's see. Where did I even like put this man? It's been forever since I used him.
You put him in the abyss, my friend.
I should honestly do that. Like this man is essentially equivalent of an archmage.
I have literally been having fun with the AI again. I could just blend all the images now.
Yeah, that's hella cursed. Ah, there we go. Oh, by the way, I found another smith. here.
Many Smiths.
It's Maxwell Smith.
God damn it, Smith.
But yeah, instead of like the usual scene, we're gonna use this one to well, to set the mood, I suppose.
Hello, Doctor. Hello, Doctor Rowan.
It's a pleasure to see. A pleasure to see you. Well, what brings you here? Well, what makes you contact me? I suppose I'm a bit
Well,
busy at the moment, but I have some minutes for you, of course. And you see like a big ship being like half deconstructed, and you see like a few parts there that look awfully familiar, and you do realize that's some stuff you sold through him.
okay. That's okay. That's fair enough. Okay. Well, just to update you with the news when it comes to it, all the preparation, all the preparated things are already here. It's just when it comes to let's just say the troops, it will take a few days for them to arrive to Ceres, due to them only being limited to a certain amount of time. So just to update you on that front. But as well as I was doing more investigation onto High Tundra, the entire planet to a certain extent, we found a lot more materials than a lot quite expected.
No?
In fact, silver, that's for one, that stood up to me the most.
I see. At well, I think yeah, I need to like check my records, but I think you mentioned something about premium at some point.
Mm-hmm. Since we have the gold on Ceres and the silver in that world, we could actually try to produce premium for local security a lot more effectively.
If I may make a suggestion. Well, if you're willing to leave, well, I know we've talked about like producing stuff ourselves for like our own needs, and thus bypassing any ire that the Iteration X might have. There's an alternative to this, and you might
Do
be
tell.
able. Well, you might be able if you can secure your world. You might be able to simply, well, get them to invest in it and build their own construct there, or a production facility, or expand whatever you have. What you exactly have planned. That would mean, of course, that they would have some sort of like presence on on your world. And that means more interference. I'm personally fine with them. I have some great experience with working with them.
With the Iteration Act.
Well, yes, with Iteration X, they have been quite. They have been very, very forthcoming when it comes to production of certain goods.
It does make a lot of sense when it comes to, because I'm not against the idea of inviting other factions to help with the was in terms of building up the infrastructure and colonization, as it will help this world become a lot more suitable in its future usage in terms of exploitation of its multiple abundance of resources that's appearing left and right off the radar. Now, I do have, because I'm going to check, well, since you did mention them, I'll probably check them out. If you have any contacts within the Iteration X I should speak to, just in case, when it comes to that. Because I do have a few other contacts, such as a New World Order agent and others.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. We'll see. I will see who I can dig up on the fly. I don't think I have anyone that I can just hand you over, but I will look for someone. I need to remember which one I ordered these last parts from. But aside from that, the colonization effort itself, well, you mentioned someone from the New World Order. What exactly are your plans here?
When it comes to the colonization of this planet, I was more thinking of, well, how would you call it, one of those resource towns, what they had in the Old West or in the Soviet Union, purposely build there just to exploit.
Makes sense. From what I've seen so far, this place doesn't seem to be very hospitable, and it would make a lot of sense to not go too hard on any larger settlements. Which begs the question. Which begs the question: do you want to have some permanent habitation here, or do you want to have someone cycle through, essentially a bit like an offshore job, like on an oil rig?
I think when I come to think about it, in the short term, doing the cycling thing would be a lot more better, but I'm more leaning towards the permanency due to it being a lot more easier to cover up the trail, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
If you're cycling people through, they would need to come from a special environment, and they would also need to either be very isolated or sign some heavy NDAs. This thing has been done in the past, but sometimes some information spills. I believe the New World Order is usually pretty happy when that happens. And by happy I mean they are upset because they have to clean up our messes. So that's be kept in mind. It's doable, of course. It's doable, but that's not ideal. And if you decide for an approach, I would recommend going for what you will end up doing it right away. As that will be a lot cleaner and a lot less painful to set up, and for what it's worth, I think once things are set up, you will be happy that that you will not have to do anything more to change your setup. It will also essentially try to say that it's good to resolve problems right away rather than draw them out.
Yeah, that is very true.
And I know, as Akio speaks, you hear a lot of mechanical sounds, like a saw in the background, and and the sound of electric engines, just dragging stuff in the background. And it seemed look up from time to time, almost looking like wanted to go back to his work.
Okay, well, that was very, that was actually very insightful.
Mm.
So, I better get on with the, do the talking with my contacts just to see what what they would want in terms of if they would like to colonize or set up a settlement or facility in our world, in my world.
Of course, I will say, however, that anything that you agree to will need to be well approved by me as well. I don't like the idea of letting the New World Order run rampant completely. Well, I'm not as opposed to the New World Order as others. I do think they're rather narrow-minded, and well, at least I want to know what exactly I'm dealing with.
That is very true, and I would forward the paperwork to you and the updates to you as the negotiations with the New World Order commence, just to see if you have any red flags or any ideas you're not very good, all right with. Just send me an email, and I'll try to amend them.
Hmm. Oh, another thing that might be worth mentioning before I go. What I do like the unconventional approach of using this world as a source of resources. I'm a bit concerned with any potential for a second dimension anomaly. Eventually dropping by. To this day, we don't know exactly if it will happen again. And a world like this is usually at risk of being somewhat shaken up or even collapsing in of itself. So I would like you to put up some plans and maybe eventually prepare some safe zones for personnel to save themselves and at least important people, and maybe even an escape. This is of course not exactly easily doable, but I think I think you should give that whole thing a bit of thought, while so at least you can keep it in the back of your mind while designing everything and setting things up.
Well, that is fair. As Harry just writes in his notes, just like do. A continental anomaly keeps them safe zone during the design phase. The design phase. Okie dokie. It's all good.
Alright, I really have to go now. They're about to hit the reactor, and I will want to be there for that one. There's a bit of a damage to it, and I do not want any one of my workers to get hurt for doing improper handling. And where we end up contacting, also send me their contact info, so I can check them out while you talk with them.
Okay, that's fair enough. I send in the contact info of the New World Order agent.
Mm-hmm. And screen turns off.
Yep, screen turns off. Not a bad plan when it comes to colonization.
Yep. Okay. Well, I guess next up is the other lady. So, well,
Alexandra Omari.
yep.
When I think it'd be fun. Now, should I try and sweeten? Yeah, I think I know how I can actually bring the colonization plan towards her. I'll try and sweeten the pot with the first deal. Don't worry, we'll be equal partners in the ISP company. You just bring in the data analysts and the IT experts, and also the people who insert and chip the routers.
At that point, they basically take over your business.
And that is true. But remember, this is about me having a monopoly, Radolma. They can buy me out.
Well, that's certainly true. But yeah, like after a few minutes, she like tells you, like when you try to contact her, like she tells you that there's a bit, she's currently in a meeting, but she has like time for you in a few minutes, and it turns out she's right, and the screen turns on. It says, "Pleasure to finally meet you. I'm Alexandra O'Murray."
Pleasure to meet you, Alexander. It's been... Actually, we know quite a while since she is my contact, so...
By the way, like, how did you actually get her as a contact right away? I thought I would.
Do you remember the Serbian mission, Radolma?
Oh, right, that's, perfect. You can recycle that one for sure. Oh, yeah, I remember now, like, approving this.
Mm-hmm. I got a high amount of successes because of it.
Yes. She does fit the profile perfectly. Okay. Well, I'm curious why have you contact me after all this time, especially now that I'm actually on Gribnoy at the moment.
Oh, really?
Really?
Well, the reason why I contacted you was because I kind of need some assistance when it comes to, a business I'm trying to start up. You ever heard of ISPs or internet providers and those sort of things?
Oh, well, of course I have. One of my colleagues are working in that area, as you're probably aware.
Okay. Recently, I've been trying to insert routers into people's homes before we start the main investment into the broadband wires and all those sort of things. But I don't have a lot of manpower to do it, and it would take very long time for me to do the first. And I wonder if you could help me, find the manpower, or you could provide the manpower in terms of, inserting the routers into the homes, because I have a massive real estate empire let's just say a lot of houses in Gribanoy I own. And I need help to insert them onto the internet. But this is when the next problem also comes in. As you also probably know, information comes out of those routers into a centralized server system, which you're going to need a lot of IT experts to look through the information, categorize, put away, just for health and safety concern. If you understand.
I understand. Interesting way to put it. I can see. I can see what your angle here is. So,
Because
let's
when you get a lot of new people, you get very unusual ideas. Let's just say that.
Okay. Well, I will be frank with you then, since you have been quite open about your ambitions. First of all, I do believe you probably want something in return for something that's useful. And second, any cooperation, I would like you to approach Mr. Mr. Stankichi for this one. And ask for permission. We already got to at a good start with him. Just a meeting with him earlier. But I do not wish to make it seem I'm encroaching on his territory intentionally. So
No.
I would like you to take the lead here and get the permission necessary to operate on Gribnoi like this.
Well, I can lead the conversation for both of us when it comes to that sort of agreement. It's very easy to do so because we are friends.
Of course,
And-
but I would like you to put us into give me the paperwork for it as well. I want to know the exact permission we are getting, as there have been some conflicts of responsibility just recently, and I want to be very careful here.
Redomus, something wrong with your Discord?
Why?
I just hear some static sounds.
That's
Yeah, you were making some pop and static sounds. I thought my headphones were wrong while watching a video.
Yeah, because I got the second half of the sentence. The first half kind of went meh.
I see. Very unfortunate. Well, do tell me when it happens again.
I will tell you when it happens.
I can't hear anything on my end, so from that, I told me to tell. But yeah, she essentially tells you that she wants to have some she wants to have the exact paperwork for this kind of stuff, because there were some issues already with some area of responsibility out of character. Essentially, they overstepped, and they're not trying to play nice since they couldn't bully their way in.
That's fair enough. I don't worry. Don't worry. I'll get the paperwork. Through. Trust me.
Yeah. All right. And well, what exactly do you want from us?
Well, in turn for this cooperation for this new internet company, I would like to enter further negotiations and maybe start up another new agreement, but not on Gribanoid. There's a new world that's recently been discovered by yours truly, called High Tundra, because it's an Antarctic world. I was trying to find a way to colonize this world, to utilize it, to make it into a resource world, to extract it, if you understand.
Yes,
Because I already terraformed the large portions of this world already, as it is, so no life form should be there at all. And I would like to talk to you about maybe giving us some, starting a base or a concept, for example, and help us to build up the local infrastructure with bringing in people and building up the houses and all those sort of things.
I see. Well, we have some ways to procure personnel.
So I will say this though, when it comes to this world, it's very cold. It's nothing like Gribanoy at all. So there are gonna have to be particular peoples who are highly tolerant to freezing temperatures
Hmm.
when it comes to it.
She like nods and says, well, as you're probably aware from my file, I've spent a lot of time in the Eastern Bloc during the Cold War, and well, I can tell you that they had similar. I can tell you they had similar setups, as you've mentioned, and drawn the comparison to frontier to frontier towns in the West, and of course, well, certain settlements that the Soviets did to extract resources, and I think we can certainly come to can try to like replicate this kind of place, while the Soviet Union itself has had some economic issues. Their resources extraction in basically uninhabitable land has not gone unnoticed, and I think especially now there might be an opportunity for you and me to get some people going.
Ooh.
Well, but well, it would cost some money. Of course,
Well,
you're willing to
I
provide here.
I do have $1 billion I have invested into High Tundra, and you can use some of that money to entice some of the individuals if you wish.
She nods and says, $1 billion are a lot of money, of course, but that by itself, well, in the grand scheme of things, this cost can easily outstrip a lot of things. So what I'm proposing to you is the following. While we are willing to, well, give you some of that money, I need to figure. I need to talk to my superiors how much exactly we can allocate to your project. But as it so happens, I've already gotten permission to to conduct well, certain experiments, and on my own already with funds allocated properly and in personnel. I do not have a site just yet, but I'm willing to bet that an isolated place like yours might be perfect. Of course, this comes with a heavy caveat of your population being subjected to, well, experimentation, so to speak. Which in case it's a
type
deal.
of experimentation? Because we can't get a bit too crazy, if you know what I mean.
Well, mostly mostly to mostly I'm trying to well, the end goal rather is to create a society that we can easily manipulate. Control the input of information and see what exactly that does, and and of course maybe encourage certain behaviors within people, such things. Of course, we will be trying to encourage behavior that will be beneficial to your resource extraction schemes. But ultimately, there might be some hiccups here and there, of course. We are talking about experiments after all, and if we knew the outcome of it, we would not need to conduct them in the first place.
Okay. I can see that working.
Yes, of course, this is a huge investment of our own here as well. So, well, depending on like how the costs go, and how much you're willing to share. I would say, if you are willing to share part of your profits and direct them towards our operations in the long run, of course, once you've set yourself up, we of course are willing to expand our corporation appropriately.
Okay. I think that actually sounds very good. Redomo, could I roll intelligence politics?
To what end?
If that's alright. Because if I remember correctly, I also have to share some of the profits with my patron, don't I?
Yes.
As this colonization, there are also other parties involved as well when it comes to this. Have you ever heard about the research? What's that faction called again? Let me find it with Elmer. Research and execution within the Void Engineers. They're also a heavy supporter within this in this world as well, which they also would like, well, some form of it as well. But I think if I was to get everything set up and get the money rolling, I think I can easily probably split it out and get your location and their location as well to nice and roll.
I see. That makes some sense. Not sure about profit sharing, but if you have already agreements, we cannot say we would be like willing to settle for like a certain percentage ourselves. How we procure them is up to you, but we can easily scale it to what you're willing to give us. And if you can convince this this other part of your convention to also give up a part of the profit, then things might get easier. But it's probably not necessary unless you're giving you have a really bad deal yourself. In which case, I cannot really help you that much. And she gives you like a kind of a dead smile. Like to just
Yeah, and hide just when you like slowly nod and be like, yes, I do understand. So, as we probably will continue. So, I'm going to send you a list of resources that have been recently found in my world. So, just to make you prepared. But I would also, before we get, whilst you're getting the people ready, and, I'm also going to need some form of housing that can, beat against the Antarctic, beat against winter, much tougher winter. Which I'm going to assume those Soviet facility towns were quite sturdy because they're still standing.
oh,
As they are.
Well, they certainly have done their job to a certain degree. Well, if necessary, we can let's see, we can probably get you some personnel right away to get started on planning. As long as you're willing and able to give them some sort of at least temporary accommodations, and of course appropriate security. We'll be of course be picking someone that can be trusted. But these are important assets, and I hate to lose someone important to something unforeseen. early in the project. That could set it back by quite a bit.
That is true. And before, well, how long would this individual take here if you were to send them off now?
Oh well. The issue is I haven't quite recruited this person, and it will take me a few weeks at the very least if I'm able to devote most of my time to it, to get you a decent staff. I won't be sending like a single individual, but
Okay.
rather several, like a whole team at the very least, to get started on the initial planning.
Okay.
And
That seems
well, of course, if they find something that makes this world unsuited, well, I'm afraid we have to cut our losses. I don't want to agree to too much before I have more information.
that is fair enough. Whilst you look for these individuals, I'm going to finish the consolidation of High Tundra, because there's only one thing that did survive the transformation, which is kind of odd.
Oh, that's interesting. You did say before that there was nothing living there.
That I did. And I did examine the bacteria of even the ground itself, which was completely lifeless. Which, Redoma, do you have the picture of the dragon on you?
Not on me, but I think I can drag it out quickly if I find it really quick. That's the wrong dragon. Let's see. Okay, let's just drag this one out.
Well, this was the creature that survived the terraforming, which I'm already, let's just say, getting all the necessary preparations to take this thing down already.
I see.
Because the amount of weaponry and manpower being located, let's just say, this could be a very easy job, or somewhat not too risky of a job to do.
Well, Hashtag size. I wish you have said something like this right away, because quite frankly, I do not like being withheld vital information like this, as it does affect my plans a lot.
That is fair, and this is why I said the colonization talk would be a separate thing about it. So when it comes to it, and when we finish this conversation, well, I'm going to get all my things should be ready, and the next time when we do talk, we can actually get the plans ready to get ready to execute this.
Of course. In the meantime, I will be trying to assemble a team. I guess I will keep in mind that your word is not quite cleared yet. And while we're expending a lot of resources here, I do want a proper agreement to be made here. Well, my lawyers will send you a proper document at some point. And well, we guess you have to negotiate more in detail about the exact cuts that can be made and the exact scope of the project.
Yes.
But all things considered, I'm still somewhat confident. As long as you can clear things on your end. And, if nothing else, I would also like you. I would also like you to consider the following. In terms of people that can be used. Well, most of my well, networks and assets are in the former Eastern Bloc, and that means that will be the place where I will be drawing from. And well, assuming things go right, I do recommend learning Russian at the very least.
I can probably get like a biochip that has the language installed onto me.
Certainly. And I've not set up these kinds of places myself, but considering the scope and distance of this place, I would like to see the exact like ways to transport. Like worst case, I suppose we can set up some sort of portal, but they are expensive in primary energy and difficult to set up. If there's alternative cheap routes, then let me know. I think there's a portal on Ceres back to Earth with even a train line leading to Krypnoi, but I don't think there is another connection as far as I'm aware. I'm sorry, I'm not that familiar with your network infrastructure network, so correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, there is a train line from Hollow Point Base to Puku Base, and I am aware that the Chief of Transport is trying to build up another line to connect all the bases together in the future. As I did build the tunneling boiling machine.
I see. That makes sense. Well, how long will it take for this line to be completed?
Excuse me, we don't got someone's. I don't know. Nope, it was just the wind.
I see.
Okay, now I'm back. So the question is, how long would it take?
Yes.
Because I remember when I did talk to her, this would be the first priority when it comes to future projects.
That's probably true.
So I don't know what the date is because arranging the entire thing kind of very hard.
Well, you never revealed
out of game wise.
Yeah, I never revealed the exact date. Like I can see the exact like speed to you, but at the current pace, it will like take a very long time to get from A to B. Let me like check the exact speed. So if you want to, you can calculate it. Yeah, it can do like 40 miles per month, and
even with time 5.
Well, I'm not sure if you have time 5, but I think also like time 4 would suffice. But you do know like the last, you probably know that like the last guy that sped things up.
Went to hospital.
Yes. Well, it was very it was very profitable for him. So you know, it's okay, but you know, it might be hard to find. So to find someone with like the same you know, capability of pain, and the other dude is like rich now, so he's probably not that interested. So let's see
Yeah, Gerongo base.
here, and well, it's also the issue that the other one is like pretty far away too. So
Yeah. Even if you try, unless you want to open a portal to one of the bases inside.
I mean, you could go and try to seal this one and like
Move it.
strictly out of character. Well, like it's more like opening a new one, to be honest. Like system-wise, that would mean like that you're gonna be expanding quintessence.
Yeah.
Like on a regular
The-
basis.
If that is true, but we can easily get quintessence because since it's energy, realistically speaking, it's kind of easy if you got a quint oven. Come on, guys, who wants to burn water and snow? That's what people need.
Oof. I mean, I would say like you can kind of do that, but you will need set up like a process to not like have to worry about constantly rolling for this kind of stuff, and will be like A, very annoying, and B, will be prone to failure.
Unless
Since, it's, like
unless someone
defense.
builds like a nuclear power plant or something like that equivalent.
Well, I don't think anyone would be like building that kind of stuff that soon. But yeah, oh yeah, there's also like something you said about going over Holani. I suppose that's true.
Because that's where you connect all the bases, and technically, if I was to commission a second one, you can go from here, start from here, and connect all the bases together.
I didn't see a thing. Ah, okay, now.
Yeah.
But yeah, also like there's something to be said that you need to connect Holani anyways if you want to if you like take the idea of going for iteration X as well as like their place to produce premium, since they will be needing that gold, which means regular runs to Holani, and you could and you could design Holani in such a like the whatever like train station they're gonna have as something that can accommodate bypassing a lot, since most of the traffic will be going to like Rongo and then to your world essentially.
Mm-hmm. Though, so going down there, that's a very long railway line though. Just better off just opening a portal inside one of the bases and securing it.
Well,
It's okay. The train will run on time. I promise.
depends, to be honest. Ems, like a portal is one thing. Like you need to remember like if you like go and I'd have like a constant quintessence expenditure. That's a drain on your resources, like permanently.
That's true.
And you were planning to like get those train lines established anyway. And,
yeah, I was so.
Yeah. All right. But speaking a bit more in character. Well,
Yeah,
Mr. Barry, I would like to get some sort of agreement going. So we've agreed to a cooperation. We will be sending a team. You'll be clearing the world, and of course you will be talking to Mr. Stankichi about the permission to operate on his world, and then of course us setting up the ISP. Well, company. I'm not sure how much you've done already.
yeah.
But yeah, well, we need some data on that as well, so we need to know what to prepare for. But that's a very good deal, so it doesn't matter too much here. But for the issue of your world, well, it's about resource extraction. I think it would be wise. Yes.
You're making the buzzing sound again.
Ah, damn. Is it better now?
Yes.
Okay. Well, one of the first things to set up after our team has been sent there. First of all, aside from like basic housing and other accommodations, I want you to essentially go and make sure that we can set up some sort of like immigration office, so to speak. There will be a lot of bureaucracy with these people, as you will soon realize. An overbloated amount even, which will take us some time to like cut out of their systems, I suppose. But we would like to use experienced personnel, so we would. So like old ways will persist for a while. But I think it's the most efficient way to get started quickly. And well, them coming in like large numbers will be beneficial to us as well. And to be honest, I do not want to use too much direct New World Order resources in the long run, and instead have it be dealt by our assets instead, which hopefully will pay for themselves eventually.
They should. They definitely should.
And but otherwise a pretty fruitful endeavor, and I will contact you with more paperwork in the future, and discussing some more detailed plans. But overall, I'm happy that you contacted me. But in the future, please be more direct, and don't make don't say things that are not accurate when it comes to your word. That's a bit of a pain to deal with, and impedes my ability to come to an agreement with you. It's only in your best interest.
That is fair.
Well, in any case, pleasure, and I will be going now, unfortunately. And she gives you like a smile without any warmth.
And that's when I log out the monitor, and I smile back.
Yeah. And well, now that's gonna be an interesting place for sure. And well, I can tell you, like, since you're gonna be handling a lot of things out of like in downtime probably, like setting up your world and stuff. And well, assume you can of course defeat a dragon, which will be like one of the first things you have to do.
Don't worry, it should be easy. I got everything I need, boy. Hopefully, unless you want antimatter.
I mean, you can deploy antimatter, but that's gonna make some holes.
On the dragon, that is.
Well, on the dragon and your world.
Indeed. Hey, don't worry.
But yeah, like long story short, what I want to get at is that you need to, we need to like talk about like how exactly you want to have things handled here, and especially in terms of like profit sharing, since that will matter a lot how much they're willing to invest in it. Like if they know they're gonna get more funds for like their for like their ops, they're gonna be more generous with like the current funding, and it's kind of undercutting the syndicate to some degree.
It is.
But it's what do you call that kind of money? Like black money? No.
Under the table money?
No. That's like a meme term for this.
Cash money?
No. Well, like off the books money essentially it is for them. Which of course yeah, it's a bit spicy, but technically not illegal. And they don't need to
That-
necessarily finance themselves via the syndicate too much. But the syndicate might get pissy for being cut out.
But they have Gribonoi, which is a bigger planet. Let's be real here.
Oh, that's also a lot more habitable than yours world. But you have to also consider that your world also has the big advantage of
Water.
it doesn't. Well, no, that Gribnoi also has that, but while this world is not really that habitable, it also has the advantage that it doesn't really matter if you just go for like pure resource extraction, like destroy everything. It also always not that important in Gribnoi itself, but
Super crackly.
Hello,
fuck
crackly
damage.
noise.
Okay, let's try to finish your segment then and move on to neck quickly before I crackle completely into oblivion. But I'm gonna say that like there's no vegetation here. There's no like long-term environmental concerns because it's already fucked. Unless you go like full pollution, right? So
Mhm.
you can extract resources a lot easier than other places, and that in and of itself is pretty useful.
Will be an uncapped wet dream, you know that.
Oof, I don't think it's quite like that, but yeah, you can go nuts here, and this world will be like very 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 Russian at the end of it.
Indeed.
Okay, and well, I guess let's move on before my headphones give completely out.
Yeah. Bacon did. Yeah, Bacon did give me permission. Okay, I remember that.
Other game need to give you already permission. That's cool. So you can just say
So I did.
you agreed on this like via like text or some bullshit.
Yeah.
That's downtime will be coming up anyways. All right. Let me just make some notes here, and in the meantime, Nick can tell me what exactly he's planning.
Well, I'm guessing I'm back at Earth.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
I guess that I'll check in with Bojack and Mr. Smith, see if we got a place to do this summoning, or like some firepower, take care of the demon, or I have no idea.
Oh, you have no idea. That's interesting.
Yeah. Just touch base with them. I'm back at Earth. See what's going on.
All right. I will see what I can do. There's a block. For ISP. Gripnoy. And freedom to experiment. All right. What's this? Mary. Okay, I hope that's enough for me to remember for next time. Alright, and you want to go to Earth. Let's see. We're gonna probably just make it very easy. And let's see. Oh, what was what was his face? Was in hospital last? You know, I think. No, you were in hospital and he visited you. That makes more sense. And I suppose he would be doing something. Give me like a 1d10 to see what what kind of trouble he would in, if any. A 9? Huh. Well, I guess not much trouble. Not much trouble at all. Yeah, sure, let's have him be at the library then, in that case. Alright, and you know, you like are back on Earth, and when when you like go and go talk with like want to go talk with Bojack, as you call him. They do point you. They do point you to the library that you're familiar with already, and saying that he's there again to do some work. I don't know exactly what he's gonna do. What he's doing rather, but it did sound not too important.
Okay. Hopefully he's still been working on this kid.
Mm-hmm. Was it this dude? No, it was this dude. Alright, and you know, it just seemed like in this in the library, just looking things over.
Is this the library I got shot in, or is this like
Yeah, that's the
a
library.
library?
That's the library you got shot in. But this you got shot in the basement. This is like the place where you shoot the others. You know, kill 2 people. There are no bloodstains on the floor, but there's a distinct scent of cleaning utensils, like, you know, cleaning material in the air.
Seems someone was using a teleporter in this room.
Oof.
Anyway, so go to Belgium.
He like turns around and says,
I'm back.
John, good to see you in good health,
Yeah, it's good. But no, have you like? How have you and Mr. Smith been?
Well, just, they've been great. They've been very great. They still look almost the same, and are boring, boring as hell. But yeah, we've been getting along. Like, they've been cleaning this place up, and I'm actually considering putting this place as this it's like a base operation for some of us here. Like, you know, the upstairs is not that useful. That's a bit of a public space, but the downstairs are a bit more expensive than you would think. Like, there's ritual rooms, and like even the place where you have been detained. So more than there should be, really. Which I think could be great for housing certain things. At least after you've taken care of the
You seem to be very familiar with this library now.
Well, I spent like you being at the time where you were hospitalized here, and I also spent some time after you left here. Like, this has been like a treasure trove, and we are able to identify a lot of other potential cultists, and I'm actually pretty happy right now. Like, this is the greatest. And that's the greatest hit we've ever dealt to an organization like this here.
What was it? What about some, security upgrades on it? Think we could maybe use this to contain a being?
Yeah, this place containing a being, huh? Not sure. I'm not sure that. And like thinks, like scratches his chin, and then like twirls his mustache a bit. Like, I think that's a bad idea. Because the upstairs is a public space, and whatever we end up detaining here. I'm assuming this is about the ED.
Yes. Yes, it is.
They have like a bit weird abilities sometimes, and if this one has ever managed to like reach out to people, it might be able to influence people without us noticing if we bring if his library is in use. It's a bit dangerous, in our opinion. Well, in my opinion, rather.
Yeah, we probably. Now that I think of it, we probably don't want to do it in the city.
Well, we could always use.
What about the village?
Yeah, that was what I'm thinking as well. We have
Yeah.
that available. That's the village is almost dead. And truth be told, the people that are still there probably should have left ages ago. Worst case worse, I would say if we actually do something special there, we might just go and make up some excuse anyways to clear this place. It's not like I really missed and considering some sort of cult was active there, it might be a good idea to search everything anyways. There's still like the matter of the initial contact with this EDE. Like the material they got started with would be useful to know where it came from, which might require a long delve into the past.
I can always hop back into his mind.
That you can do.
I think I still remember some of his triggers.
Yeah, I can see that. But yeah, that's much for the future. We don't have that much manpower at the moment, and we'll have to wait for the for your work to properly be wrapped up to start investigation. No.
Speaking of manpower, I did get the chief of security from Ceres to want to help out. We got our dimensional science specialist.
Dimensional science, that would be useful. That would be useful, very useful. Just what other things can she do?
I mean, she's also good at a gun, I guess. I don't really know what she can do. She has dimensional science and guns. That's all I know.
Well, I don't know that much either. I only glanced at the at the information available for Ceres, because quite frankly it's a bit far away. But I do like have some information, like who I'm dealing with. But as far as I know, she used to be like some sort of pilot, like a captain, for the most part. So maybe she can, maybe she can also use, okay, can use correspondence, and well, she might have some staff that is able to fly a ship as well. A ship would be useful, but do you think we can get it to come here, or is it needed on Ceres?
I mean, we can always just check with her. I didn't really see if he can move the ship or anything. I don't even know what the I don't even know what the mission statement for the ship is. But,
Hmm.
but
Well,
it's something we can look into.
yeah, that it is, that it is. But but yeah, I do like the idea of getting some backup. Yeah, that's for certain. Do you know what you need exactly for the for whatever you plan to do with the AD?
I believe I do have. Don't I have information on how to bind it?
Yes, you do. Like the chief of security told you.
I might know. Yeah. I'm trying to look at my notes.
Hmm.
Yeah. But yeah. So instructions on how to bind it and to do. Uh, yeah. Still have to figure out a way to actually capture its voice. No. Yeah. Yeah. No. I was actually looking to help Bojack this. Yeah, I was hoping actually to help Bossman kill a dragon, so we could maybe get used to the bendy AI. See if we can use that to help out summon it.
That's interesting. A dragon. Like where's that coming from?
Sorry.
A dragon. Where's that coming from?
Oh, apparently we found a dragon on one. We found a dragon at some point, and all I know is that boss man needs some help killing it. So I'm gonna try to see if we can. I have no idea, honestly. Um, but sorry, my mind's just a little fried.
Oh,
Um, I'm just like, sorry, it's just the holiday, so I'm just trying to figure shit out. Um, no, I, I was trying. What is Hyde's character? There, sorry. No, I was going to help out one of the construct managers on Ceres, the Killer Dragon, and see if we can use an AI of his to help us like figure out how to deal with this demon.
ah, that's useful. That's like one more head is usually useful. I presume this is one of the true AIs.
So, sorry, what was that?
He says he asks if it's a true AI.
Isn't Bendy a true AI?
Yes, like he's asking if he's
Okay.
one. Like
Oh.
this guy has no clue.
Okay, just asking you because I also don't really know. Yes, it is a true AI.
Oh, fascinating. Yeah. Yeah, we haven't seen one of those before. Let's see. How useful it will be. Maybe we can one day request one for ourselves. But they're mostly for spacecraft, which is unfortunate. When you're stationed on a mud ball. But yeah, I'm here. I'm interested to see what will happen in that regard. Could you perhaps tell me what kind of capabilities this AI has?
I mean, I'll just tell him the capability. I don't really know what Bendy can do.
Oh, you don't even know when you got to get
No,
in.
like I don't know if there's a sheet or something.
God bless.
Like
I,
I'm not even stationed at that base anymore, so I'm like, what can Bendy do? I
I'm like,
forget.
I'm like, yeah, okay. He probably has a plan to bring in because he's bothering bring Bandy in, but you're like, no, like I'm just here to
A fucking meme lord.
yes. It's like the copper mine all over again.
Yes, I'm like, oh shit, I am so out of my depth, and my nerves are shot at the moment. It's just like,
But yeah, out of character, I can tell you, that Bendy is not exactly suited for this kind of work. He's essentially he is essentially very good at like emergency handling the base and taking care of like certain certain crisis situations. Being able to like what do you call it able to operate the computer systems and do like essentially I don't know the proper English word for it, but essentially electronic information processing. I don't like the German word for it, but in English, no clue. What do you call it?
damn. I was hoping we could use Bendy to do that whole like reconstruct everything, like reconstruct summoning ritual from like the scraps of it. What we do have
Well, I don't know.
AI magic, whatever it is.
Well, he's the wrong kind of AI for that kind of deal. He has like 4,000 academics, like languages, and he has like helmsmanship, or rather helmsman. Yes, he has computers.
Wait, why does he have helmsmanship?
Well, he has been assigned to emergency to do like emergency handling of systems. And
Because Ben is the finest captain we have yet.
yes,
He is so fine that no human ever touches the ship.
like if they, like if things go south, like or if he had like if he was like a human, then like he probably would have given what's his face again, like Tristan Cooper a run for his money for the longest time in terms of like piloting skill.
Hmm.
Yeah. Honestly, the AI is a bit wasted, but they also was supposed to keep like an eye on this world. It still does to some degree, but it's only confined to like one base right now, and nobody has like bothered to rip it out and like put it somewhere useful, so it stays around.
Ben is just vibing.
Yeah, basically. Like it's not like he's really being stressed too much to be honest, but there honestly could be a better use for this place. Uh, when I think about it, I'm sure we're always looking for ideas, right?
For what?
Well, for your usual shenanigans involving
Yeah,
the
he's
world,
good at
the
answering
robots.
questions. Yeah.
Well, that's not what I'm thinking about. While he's not exactly good at like organizing things, but he's not exactly bad either. You could.
He's good at making sarcastic comments if you ask him to.
God bless, but not what I'm thinking right now. You know what you could use them for?
Hmm?
You could use them to like handle to do administrative work for your colonization effort, and even organize some well like if you're like really daring, you could even like use them to organize like your robots work once you get enough of them to like spare them. For example, you could run the train station in your that you will need in your base eventually of Bendy essentially, and have it to be like a robotic effort. Like mostly like loading trains, unloading, and that kind of deal. That way, it would also be safer from being removed from your from a base at some point if it's really needed elsewhere, because you've already like included them in your operations. And like even if you like fully move to Hyde Arctica, or however you call it,
Yes.
you do still have like a quote unquote friend there, and like traffic will not cease since you're like a resource exporting place anyways, so he will always be needed to some degree. But yeah, stuff to think about, I guess, while you plan your things out, and I guess back to Neg. So,
Yes. Well, maybe not the AI, but we maybe could get his robot army.
a robot army. I'm sorry.
Yes. Well, it's like the little voices in my head just told me like maybe not to use the Bendy AI. I'm just trying to cover up that. I'm volunteering that idea.
No, like he's like
Yeah.
no, like he's just like answering like talking to you in character.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
like has no
Okay,
clue
I was
about
just
fucking
like-
robots. It's like what?
Okay. I wasn't too sure, so I was like, oh, it's like, oh no, it's this one construct manager. He's got like a robot army. If I help him out, maybe we can get him to help us out with it.
Would be like difficult to use here, but just I think we could maybe do it. But this is like the third subject, like a strange subject you brought up. First, you brought up a dragon, then you brought up an AI, and now we have even robots.
Yes. It's mainly the travel. Just came back from Ceres and all that.
So you have like something like jet lag. Okay.
Yes.
We can handle that one. Tell you what, we're gonna go to the and you know the place, but there's a bar that I go to regularly. Maybe we'll have a nice nice couple of rounds there, while you tell me what's actually going on, and then you can like wind down for a bit.
Okay.
Alright, time to make another baby, I suppose. Okay, no, not quite. Hopefully not. Hopefully you will pass your checks this time.
Nothing says I have to drink alcohol. Nothing.
Social
Right.
pressure says yes.
No.
Wow. He's like, okay, let's go drinking. And you say yes, and then you don't even give him. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's a lot of things here.
Oh, don't worry. I probably paid like for all the drinks there, and then some. Probably emptied the place.
Oof. You know, like you ask for like you ask for like an alcohol-free drink, and he like just pours you a vodka. By he I mean the barkeep. Okay, feel free to drag yourself out.
I just asked for like an American beer.
An American beer. Sorry, sorry, sir. We don't really we don't serve water.
They
Okay, no, he would honestly say, like this is Serbia, so he'll probably tell you. So sorry, we don't serve piss.
No, they keep it in stock for all the NATO troops. No.
Wow, cruel. Very cruel. Okay, let's see. Come on, get out here. Perfect. Do you have piss water? Oof. All right. Actually, are you an American, by the way?
John?
Yes.
Why do I have a feeling this has been said before? Or asked before? And I'm like... And I've like given an answer that I've completely forgot about.
Oh. Well.
But let's go with yes.
Oh well. I guess he like you know, as you like go to the bar, and he says that he like whispers you, okay, these are my friends, but stick close to me.
Where is he taking me?
To a very fun bar. You know, like you know, he comes in, greets greets everyone here. Well, it's actually not, it's probably more like a pub, to be honest. Not a proper bar. You see like people drinking whatever like local drinks are appropriate, and and then he sits down and says two vodka, and like slaps some money on the table. All right. Have a deep have a deep sip, and then tell me what what do you want to tell me? You know, clears your head. You know, just as he,
Guess I take.
yeah.
Guess I guess I take the shot.
All right, perfect. I'm currently opening.
I have 3 stamina this time instead of 2.
What was the flaw again? For like, I think it's easily intoxicated, if I recall correctly.
Easily it's +2.
It's +2. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Let's check Maybe it's under health injuries. No. Fuck it, I'm just gonna like search. Because there is a nice
I
little
think
chart.
this is going to be difficulty 8.
Might be. Toxin chart, I think. In the meantime, like while this is slow, to do, I have good news in that regard. With a bit of luck, I will be upgrading my PC next week or so. I already got the parts for it. I just need to take the time to actually, build it all in and reinstall everything. Like, I'm gonna be switching out almost everything. Mainboard, CPU, RAM, and like even the what's it called, hard drive.
So does that mean even more handouts?
Yes.
More handouts.
It does mean more handouts, but it also means that I can reasonably write them again without, waiting half an hour for everything to load and not have to wait forever when we're saving.
No,
and,
I
and
have a
such.
better idea. Look this, you get your upgrades and then you install a Linux distribution. Something very easy, I recommend like Void Linux. And then everything will load instantly, but every second other boot, your computer is just going to crash and you're going to take 2 hours to fix it.
Oh, that sounds compelling. Will be a new experience. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, no, alcohol is indeed difficulty 6, and well, I guess Romy to resist alcohol at difficulty 8.
I'm going to spend a willpower since I got all of them.
Suppose so. Okay, let's see what you got.
2.
2. That's oh, it hasn't even like loaded yet for me. Oh, there we go. 2. Well, that's good enough, I suppose. Let's see. Yeah, no. You feel the effects of the alcohol, rushing to your head rather quickly. But surprisingly, this time, you do keep yourself composed.
Do the cough kind of thing. And then catch myself on his back.
Are you alright?
It's just been a while since I've had a drink.
Must suck. And he like he empties like a fourth of his glass in one go. You probably should roll as well. It's a lot of alcohol.
Oh god,
Onto the
Marcus.
box and dies.
Imagine. It's just death. Holy
Oh
shit.
no! My escort into this gay bar is dead.
Don't say escort. That's kinda disgusting.
In the arms of an angel.
I play fucking Hearts Iron 4. Because it does sound like that weird beeping noise. But yeah, let's see how much stamina he has. I finally managed to scroll up. Oh, 3 I think. Unless it loads in more. he like takes this like empties 1/4 of his glass and is like you see like his you see like his like eyes unfocus for a bit, and you can tell this man is a bit intoxicated.
Oh, that's very impressive there, Bojack. You might want to slow down, though.
Oh, sorry, what? He like just looks a bit confused. I think I need to go to the toilet real quick. I should like go. I try to not talk to too many people.
You do the same. You do the same. Does he get up nice and easily?
Yeah, like he looks a bit shaky. Yeah, but he seems to be able to like make his way. All right, let's see if he survived this evening. He already has like 1 bruised level of bashing damage from this trip. And like after a few minutes, he comes back and sits down again. You see like his face being like slightly wet. Does look like it's a sweat because it's not covering like basically everything, but just like the front of his face. Sorry about that.
Oh no. You just take your time. No. Not like any of us are going anywhere. I think that since we kind of have a place and all that, maybe we gotta sit down and work out how we will exactly fight this EDE that's coming up.
Yeah, no, that's true. He just looks at his glass and takes like a smaller sip this time. And he says, "Well, I think I think like the easiest way would be I should just ask ask someone for help. To be honest, I don't have much experience with this kind of stuff, and we could just request some resources for this. Like, did this chief of security tell you anything? She probably has a lot of dimensional science, like I think you said.
I don't think she gave too much details on how to actually hurt the thing.
Huh. Okay. Let's start from the beginning then. Like drinks a bit more. So like, what's your idea? What do you want to do?
Well, mainly wanna, because we can't really kill these beings. I mainly want to go off and give a demonstration to them and victimize one in particular.
Okay. Like how?
Well, mainly stealing its voice.
Made is stealing his voice. That's fucking weird. Why steal his voice?
Kind of. So far, it was the only thing I've like seen of it, or not seen of it. And like, I've only seen it in memories, and we don't really get to see its body. We only just get to see we only get to hear what it's saying.
Oh, I see. And you want to
So
take the ability away.
yes.
I guess that makes a lot of sense. Sounds a bit complicated. By the way, like roll me like a perception alertness, difficulty 6.
Fill that up. So I just gotta check something on my sheet.
That's fine.
Okay. And I can't use scan.
Actually you could. So give it at me. I get a difficulty 4, I think. Scan would very much be applicable here. Hey, there we go. Any specialties?
None.
That's all buffs, again. Cursed. But yeah, you do notice something. While you like talk to him, you do notice there's like a, you know, like a sizable gap between you two and and the rest of the guests. And what's even more interesting, like everyone seems to ignore you, unless you know, it's directly someone's directly spoken to, like when Ingvar asked for drinks.
That is strange. I will continue focusing in on the conversation with BoJack, making sure hopefully none of those guys noticed I've noticed, kind of thing.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Like, I want to make. I'm gonna hope that none of them have noticed that I've kind of noticed their own like suspiciousness, and just focus in with the conversation on BoJack.
Sure. Give me like your wit subterfuge, I suppose. Just at a 6. Mm-hmm.
This creative no. What's it? Cunning. Does cunning apply?
Cunning, huh? Sure.
So 2.
God.
Hey.
Alright. Alright. Well. I guess nothing special happens here. And well. So how do
I got a gun on me, right?
I mean, probably, yeah.
Okay.
You
So
probably
anyway, we started blasting.
yes. And yeah, I like Ingvar just says, well, so like, how do you like do this kind of stuff?
Well, I guess that's why we got to find a specialist who can probably tell us how to do this.
Huh, specialists, huh?
Yeah. Hey, Ingrid, now that he's kind of like paused, it's like, do you notice that everyone else is acting a little strange?
What do you mean strange?
Like I described to him like, the things that I've noticed,
Oh,
but like I don't want to. I try not to point it out. Like I try. I don't want them to patch on to the fact that I am aware of their own like strangeness going on.
Oh,
How
uh,
how they're
he's he,
not.
he's like, oh, and starts laughing. He says, well, I actually brought a special little thing. He like, and gets in his pocket like and pulls out some like almost looks like a black black bead of some kind. But you just see like some some like a button on one side of it, and it's like slowly blinking red. Oh, you see, this is
What does that do?
it's a thing that makes people ignore you. I had it for a while, but we didn't get the quintess like the primary energy uh, contingent to like operate it. But ever since the library heist, we've gotten a bit more resources to work with. Seems like we're like very happy with what we've done here.
Neat.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's usually a bit dangerous to talk about these kinds of things in public. But with this,
Yeah.
we should be fine.
Ah. That, yeah, that makes sense to have one of those things. Yeah. Why did I not think of that?
Yeah. So sorry for not telling you. I just didn't think it would be important. Yeah. But back to the subject at hand. I don't know any like experts for this kind of stuff. So well, you have to like think about you have to think about how to find someone like that. I mean, I guess we could always file a request, but that could take uh, forever until someone arrives,
Mm,
and it probably wouldn't look too good since you did promise to the suits that you would take care of this by leading the operation.
yes.
Hmm. Like that much they could have probably done themselves. So hmm. He like looks into his glass and takes like another sip. I suppose it's time for him to roll again. Hey. He's like, well, I suppose a problem for tomorrow. Like, once we get like an expert, s- you just want to go and get this thing, well, quantum tunneled here and or like well, to a safe place and then take care of it.
Yes.
Neat. Hmm. So the only problem is really implementing the whole voice stealing thing and not dying in the process.
Yeah, not dying usually is a good thing.
Well, if it's dying for a greater cause, and it's certainly still worth. But I just don't want to like throw my life away. That's all. Hmm. Tell you what, I think Yeah, I think I can't handle much today. But before we go, I'm gonna
Your third one.
no.
No.
He sees us as gonna say, I'm gonna go to a place to have fun a bit before we head back home. Yeah, if you come along, I'll treat you.
I will pass. I'm a family man now.
Understandable.
I
I love that part.
I have learned from my mistakes.
It's okay. We'll keep the prostitutes away from you.
Remember, you don't have any copper mines.
Yes. All right.
What?
Well, but I do want to get the session wrapped up now. But yeah, we're just gonna have some fun. And well, in terms of like getting the cursor stuff done, I don't think there's anyone that has the right stuff just yet. And
To do what?
well, to steal the voice of the demon.
What spear is that?
Well, there's like several approaches to this. Like the easiest and most common would probably be entropy based. But I guess you could also go and like rewrite the entity itself using like dimensional science and stuff. But it also would require like some thoughts in like demonology, which I'm gonna be real with you, or like EDI, I suppose. But I don't think anyone has enough of that.
I don't think anybody has demonology.
Yeah, that's what I think as well. I mean, I guess it should be like